bloody hell, look at this. The old place is in a shambles. Bunch of decrepit old coots. They do nothing but shuffle around, stare at walls, and sleep under leaking roofs. Can't even hammer a nail properly. I'm telling you, if I was still working here, this place wouldn't be falling apart. Ah, but I'm not. Oh, shite. I can't even stand to look at it, let alone live here. And who are you? What you want? You another one of Durar's freeloaders?
Well, yes, Darog sent me.
I bloody knew it. Retirement my arse. It's shit. Never a moment of peace. At least when I was still working, there was always something to do. Now, so, what you want?
Darog asked me to bring your medicine.
One day, my boy got it into his stupid head that old Gaban is ill. Bullshit. They're all telling me I should do something about it, or else I'm done for. I'll be dead as a doornail in no time. Ha! Like hell I will. I'm still here, ain't I? I've served my time. I've lived me life. And now
I've
you
lived
can
me
all
life.
kiss my ass. So there.
You don't look so good. Maybe you should do something about it.
Peace and quiet. Good one. I'll only have my peace and quiet when I'm finally dead. And that ain't gonna happen soon. At least when I'm with Finley, I don't need to listen to his nagging. Listen, they wanted Heber, that healer from the Keep, to come here. He did. They wanted him to look me over. He did. Then he just threw up his hands, mumbled something to himself, and that was it. Hell, I should have been an healer. Wouldn't mind going around being a pain in everyone's arse for a living. These herbs. No idea what they're for. Heber said he doesn't know what's wrong with me, so there's no illness. I'm fit as a fiddle. Ah, good thing that at least the one guy who hangs around, Finley's the name, doesn't nag me all the time.
Eric wanted to see you, but he didn't have a pass. I think he cares.
Yeah, right. He'd better focus on his job.
Finlay is your caregiver.
What's with all the questions? Get me a drink and maybe I'll consider talking.
Bottoms up! Give you wine.
Ah. So, what was your question?
Is Finlay your caregiver?
Hold on. Finley is not my caregiver. He's my helper at most. Hey, first of all, I'm not a cripple who needs a decrepit dimwit running round after me. Secondly, do you know the problem with having a helper who's mute? He doesn't bloody talk. I mean, it's not all bad. At least I don't have to listen to even more bullshit. He puffs up like a marshmallow every time he tries to say something. But I don't understand shit.
So you're Derek's father?
Getting a bit too interested, aren't you? Bring a drink over, and I might share. Ah, so that's what he says anyway. But yeah, he's my blood. Eager like me, and look at that bulbous nose. Won't disown what's clearly mine. But I ain't gonna talk with a stranger.
Father and son together in the horns of the south must be rare.
It's like half the blighters here don't have working peckers.
Bottom
Or
shelf.
I've never even touched a woman.
Tell me about your service in the horns of the south.
Getting a bit...
Another alcohol. You need no more liquor.
Ah. So, what was your question?
Oh my gold.
You see, back in the day, being a keeper
Back
was
in
a
the
serious
day.
business. Now, don't even get me started. You used to come here with a mission, not to run away from your bloody mother. Nowadays, lads get brought here by their own kin when they've had enough of them, or they think the Orns can hide them from the law. No, back in my day, there was none of this scum. I came here to serve. My girl cried when I left her, but I've always known this is where I wanted to be. How was I supposed to know she had a bloody bun in the oven? By the time the wean was born, I was already planning the lighthouse's construction.
Derek came here for you.
Heck knows what he came here for. That's not my problem anymore, and I don't stick my nose in anyone else's business.
You went off topic when I asked you about your service in the Horns.
What's with all the questions?
Oh my god, another drink.
Ah. I'm starting to like you. I like me brothers in arms back in
This
my
guy
glory
must be
days.
absolutely
Good
wasted
lads,
at this
every damn
point.
one of them. Tough as nails, loyal to a fault.
Loyal
The kind
to
of
a
men
fault.
you'd want beside you in the darkest holes of Avalon. But they're gone now, all of them. The old captain got it in his head to send us down to rediscover some mouldy tunnels under the keep. Damn fool mission that was. We went in together, but I was the only one to come back out. I can still see all their faces when I close my eyes. A hard loss it was, but I'm still here. Oh, some days I wonder why.
Tell me more about those tunnels. Or do you need more liquor?
Why all the poking around? Ah, those tunnels. Right.
Jeez.
Well, me and the lads went down there to check if we could repurpose them under the horns. Damn fool mission that was. But here wasn't just some empty caves. There were monsters, straight out of Age of Legends. Sick stuff. Stuff that get under your skin. Looked like... Ah, hell. Memories all twisted up now. Like a bloody nightmare mixed with shadows that don't belong. Want to know more? Speak with Fergus. He's in charge of this shit show now. Now, I propose a toast to those lost souls. This one's on me.
As he takes a sip of the wine that I gave him. To your brothers in arms, may they rest in peace.
Peace, you say? Problem is, sometimes I think they never died. They haunt me in my dreams, you know? Bloody bastards. I swear I wanted to go back and retrieve their bodies. But our late captain, make Grindelows piss on his grave, forbade me from going back. But when I drink, I usually pass out, and then I don't remember my dreams. So, I drink. Ah, my brothers deserved better.
I got 3 wine, and I leveled up. Bro, the amount of quests. Holy crank. It's 1, it's 2, 3. Quests, just... taking care of the old builder. Do you know what's wrong with them? You must know more, since you're so close. Does that have something to do with his son? Derek visit him often? Doesn't he have any time to visit his old man? Did they have a fight? We're doing well. Was it a long time ago? Ugh. Finlay, you know them both well. You must know what happened. Did they fight about anything related to work? Something to do with the construction of the lighthouse? Something to do with his disability? Ah. What about workers? Will Goban ever tell me about it? Goban. Is there anybody else who knows what happened? Could the quartermaster tell me anything about the accident? Could Derek tell me more? Okay. Thanks for everything. Is there anything I can do for you? Who's this guy? Someone I can't talk to, it seems. Robes Tavern. Hello.
Excuse me, could you get me a clean glass? And I mean clean, not just wiped 3 times with a dirty rag.
Do we look like a bar wench to you?
I'm not sure. I don't mean to say that you peasants all look the same, but you have to understand it's quite difficult for people like me to tell anyone apart in this dreariness. Especially since there seems to be so many people like you here. I thought the South was supposed to be more secluded.
People like you? What do you mean, you people?
My name is Alyssa Murray, and I'm here with my husband, a very important cloth merchant. But surely you must have heard about our family. Not to brag, but we are rather prominent. I am famed amongst Camelot's courtiers for throwing the most magnificent feasts.
The dress is unique.
Thank you. I designed it myself. I wanted to blend in with the people of the South. The savage tribes, the brave lightkeepers. I wanted to make an homage to them with my new style, and I do believe I've succeeded. I can feel everyone here gazing at me with awe.
Yes, definitely. Everybody says your dress is exquisite.
Give it a few weeks and everyone here will be trying to copy me. It happens in Camelot all the time. It's almost insufferable.
What are you doing in the South?
Well, my Duncan is here on business, of course. A very important contract with the Lightkeepers. I decided to accompany him because I have never been to the South, and I've heard so much about its wild, untamed beauty. So far, it's turned out to be terribly dull. And the smell... it's like stale fish and sweat. Hopefully, I don't have to suffer it much longer. Pray, tell me, do you know anyone here who would run a small errand for me?
What kind of errand?
Oh, nothing major. You see, I've had my eye on this beautiful abandoned estate overlooking the sea. It's not very far from here, but it's far enough away from all this rabble. If we stay here for a while, I need a place for myself. You understand that, right? No offense, but I can't keep living in a filthy room at an inn. When I asked the innkeeper to draw me a bath, he brought me a bucket. A bucket! Can you imagine?
A bucket? We get to the point.
Fine. The problem is that the manor appears to have some occupants, not legal ones, mind you, who need to be evicted. Forcibly, if there's no other way. You'll do it for me, won't you, dear? Splendid. I can't wait to start decorating. Maybe something nautical, to go with the sound of the waves crashing on the cliffs? Or do you think that's a trifle trite?
The 1%. That's an homage to literally every game ever made. Or, just the people who are rich.
Who are you? Another refugee? This place is already crawling with your lot. It's like a Camelosian privy after a feast. In my day, you only saw old, familiar faces round here. And maybe we didn't all love each other, but a local is a local. It was easier to share with others, even when you didn't have much.
I'm not a refugee.
That's so. Fine. Whatever you say. But yeah, I could see that you don't really look like one of them. Just passing through then. Shame it had to be now. Not so long ago, we'd have sat down and had a drink with the rest of the lads. Now I come here alone.
What's this about the refugees?
You asking me? They came here and made themselves at home. I ain't talking to any of them.
That was the keep when you served.
Orderly. No damn rabble begging at the gates and eating us at a house and home. Yeah, back then, sure, civilians came and went. But housing them, feeding them? We had a rule. No freeloading. But I guess that went out the window, along with our pride.
If you hadn't failed as protectors of the South, they wouldn't be here.
You watch your damn mouth. We did everything we could. I've said it before. We need a whole damn army to keep this region in check. And besides, how do you know these leeches are even telling the truth? Every village wiped out. Just like that? Give me a break. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
What do you mean you've lost your pride?
It used to mean something to be a keeper. You could come in off the streets and keepers would make a man out of you. Now, bunch of spoiled lordlings sold off to Brandon by their daddies for a bag of gold. Treated like they're made of glass. Soft. Weak. The lot of them. What's there to be proud of?
Is there anything interesting in this village?
Do you see anything interesting around here? There's this tavern, and plenty of fish in the sea. Decent place to retire, but not much else. Well, if you're looking to sightsee, try the sunken village. Just don't let the locals tear you to shreds.
Why are you sitting here on your own?
I don't know, but you could put something on the table, and then maybe we can talk.
Oh my god, do you need liquor too?
Thank you. That's better. We used to come here, the three of us. Me, Berg, and Fedley. But lately, something's gotten into Berg, and it all kinda fell apart. Hell knows what happened. One day he just stopped talking to us. We went to his house to get him, but he only cursed a blue streak at us. Say, mate, do you feel like talking to an old obla? I feel bad for him, but I've got no more patience. And Finley? Let's just say Finley's no good at this stuff.
I'll speak with Berg.
Now you're talking. Ever since he got so maudlin, Berg usually sits alone by the sea. Let me know what's wrong with him.
Whoa. I saw that green pop up on OBS too. So it wasn't just me who saw it. That was weird.
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Farshire, moonshine, only local, the best there is. And fish, lots and lots of fish. What's your poison?
Hopefully not the fish.
Stale fish? Yeah. Look around. You're in
Look
the capital
around.
of fresh fish. Unless you're buying from Heffen. I can't vouch for him. Here though, take your pick. All today's catch.
Tell me about this place.
You mean the old pier? Well, first of all, it's not that old. Brennan was already the captain when it was built. Why is it called that? Don't know. Probably because of all those old folks around. A lot has been happening here lately. Plenty of new faces. I definitely can't complain. I'm finally running a proper tavern. People come and go and the regulars drink as usual, as it should be. Daddy will be proud.
Did your father also run a tavern?
Hey, not here, obviously. You won't see your old man here unless your name's Dara. Mine sent me here because he hoped I'd make something out of my life. He never wanted me to pour a beer and look at the same tired mugs day in, day out, but as it turns out, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I got mauled by a werebeast during a hunt, and after that, the captain decided I wasn't any good for active service, so he sent me here. I was bored out of my mind, and since there wasn't one here, I decided to start a tavern. At least I'm not as bored anymore.
Well, some time ago, one of the keepers left something important. There were documents here.
No, I don't recall anything like that.
He said they should still be at the Stale Lamb Tavern.
But that means... no. Impossible.
Impossible!
Holy moonshine. I remember. Sigibald. It was Sigibald who left those documents behind. I've no idea how you found out about it. Sigi. He's dead. Taken by a fever.
Well, I met him. He asked me to get his documents back.
Aye, of course I have. I didn't just throw them in some cabinet. I was afraid they'd fall into the wrong hands. He was a good man. I wouldn't get rid of my only memento of him. Here, after what you said, I assume you'll make good use of them. Even though I'm still not sure what to think about it. Things are getting weirder and weirder in our beloved Avalon.
Leather to Sigibald. Thanks, I need to go.
No problem. Listen, if by some miracle you really talked with Sigibald, please, give him my warm regards. I don't understand anything anymore.
He has lots of mead. He is a bartender after all. I won't waste my money on that though. Ah. Hello? 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 All right, all right.
Hello, child. You look competent enough. I can see that you're not of noble blood. Oh, no need to tell me that. I have tutored the children of aristocrats from all over Avalon. Fortunately for you, my opinion of them is not particularly high. Oh, and you don't look like one of the locals. Are you a visitor? Or an adventurer?
What's it to you?
You can talk. Now, I'm sure we'll get along. My name is Lady Elaine. I oversee the Farshire Library, the greatest collection of books in this part of Avalon.
Farshire.
By the All-Mother, don't tell me you don't know what Farshire is. The largest duchy in the middle of the island, with the wise Lady Kincaid in power, who has a hold over the entire territory. Nothing? Oh, really?
Let's say I can't remember.
Farshire is one of the first duchies on Avalon. It is a beautiful land with lush fields, forests rich in game, and most importantly, the Wordstone mines in the west, the primary source of our wealth. Well, at least that's how I remember it. Now it's a mere shadow of its former glory.
Weirdstone.
Oh, it's a rare and coveted material, necessary to create the sturdiest steel in the world. As you can imagine, dear, it used to be Farshire's greatest treasure, until the primordial fog took our minds.
A woman on a throne. That's interesting.
I know, child. I know. Everyone was surprised. Camelot turned up their noses at this for years. But after Lord Kincaid died and Aidan, Lady Kincaid's son, disappeared, the nobles of Farshire decided she could stay on the throne. Even if Aidan had been alive, she would still be ruling as a regent until he came of age. But between you and me, He wasn't a very bright boy, so she would have been ruling until her death anyway. Oh, we're lucky to have her. Difficult times require determined leaders.
Difficult times.
Worse than ever.
Worse
The
than
wilderness
ever.
is thickening, and the roads are getting dangerous and unpredictable. That's why I'm here, wandering Avalon looking for solutions. If I don't do this, who will,
You want to fight the weirdness. How?
You're probably wondering what a feeble old lady who can't even lift a sword could possibly accomplish.
You're a
But
magician,
King Arthur didn't
a
conquer
wizard,
Avalon just because he
sorceress.
couldn't swing a blade. No, he had knowledge, and enough wisdom to know how to use it.
Knowledge.
Lady Kincaid
Knowledge
wasn't happy
is
when
power.
she found out about this idea. But all mother's mercy, I'm her tutor. She cannot dictate what I do, no matter her standing.
Nobody who could help you.
Oh, do you mean a family? Oh, I've never had time for such trifles. No suitor was ever more interesting than a good book, nor did any of them smell better either. And I've raised enough of other people's children to never wish for my own.
I can help you out. Tell me what you need.
Oh, surprising. I'm looking for someone who will help me find a certain artifact. So, are you interested, child?
Sounds good. What do you want me to do?
In one of my books, I found a reference to a certain object, a figure most likely, which had the ability to dispel the wordness like a minhair can.
Oh.
Apparently, it can be found on the ship called Andraste, which sank over 100 years ago somewhere in this area.
Tell me about this book.
The Last Voyage of the Andraste by Elvis the Lightkeeper. He was one of the more notable keepers. In his waning years, he became an adjutant to Captain Lex. But it's best if you read it yourself. You can read, can't you? But just be very careful. This is a very rare publication. Read it very carefully, and after you're done, come to me, and I'll tell you more. A deal?
Can you just summarize it for me?
Summarize? Oh, my
Summarize?
dear child.
Dear
Oh, do you
child.
really think you'd be handed everything on a silver platter? You're not as vain and conceited as certain ladies from House Macaulay, are you? You should be grateful you can learn history from eyewitness accounts. No, I'm not going to summarize The Last Voyage of Andraste for you, and don't ask me again, unless you want to make me very angry.
Fine. Could you hand me the book, my lady?
Ah, and they say young people don't want to learn anything. Go on, chop, 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 get to reading.
Chop, chop. Get to reading. Ledger to Sigibald. Never thought there would come a time in my life when I would write this letter. Until now, I believe that all the bad things that happened since you left were caused by your poor decision. I also blamed you for losing Arian. It's funny how things change over time. Seems that I've changed too. I don't even know if this stupid letter will ever reach you. If it does, I'm sorry, and I accept your apologies. Ross. Holy... I'm gonna skim through. And there she was, her scaly body gleamed before my eyes for only a moment, but it was a sight I will never forget as long as I live. The ship was sinking, yet I could not stop staring at the spot where I had seen the sea monster. A moment later, a piece of the mast hit me in the head and I lost consciousness. To this day, I do not know whether I owe my survival to the will of the gods, a twist of fate, or a whim of the monster. Why me? Was I chosen to tell this story? If so, then that is what I shall do, and I humbly offer my thanks to the forces I cannot comprehend for giving me the chance to fulfill this task. Interesting.
You seen all the refugees coming from the nearby villages? They're trying to get away from the bandits and the weirdness.
Aye, I've seen 'em. Can't blame 'em for wanting some safety. With bandits and the weirdness creeping closer, who wouldn't be scared?
That may be, but I don't trust strangers. They could be bringing trouble with them. Never know what kind of folk you're letting in.
You're always suspicious. They're just trying to survive, same as the rest of us. Besides, where else would they go?
Speaking of the refugees, you hear about that one Cole? Looks like he's ill or something.
Aye, I heard. Poor lad's in rough shape. But thank the All-Mother it's not the Red Death. We couldn't deal with that here.
Still don't sit right with me.
Hold on, I'm just noticing something.
Sick folks in a crowded place? It's a risk, case.
Maybe, but
Yeah,
what are we
that's
gonna
better.
do? Turn them away? We've all got
Turn 'em
our
away.
burdens to carry.
I was noticing when I was
Did
sitting
you hear
here.
about the captain's lockdown? Looks like the lads aren't doing it.
I was staring at them, and I could see around like the edges, like around the edges here, and up here and stuff, that it was like discolored and kind of blurry. It was kind of bothering me. And I was like, I knew exactly what was causing it, though. I'm assuming these guys are all people I've talked to. Can't talk to you. Can't talk to you. Have I talked to you?
Buy something or bugger off. Unless you've already bought from Orla. Then just bugger off.
Do you pursue potential customers by being rude? How's that working out for you?
Pursue potential customers. Listen here, pal. Clearly you don't understand how trading works in a place like this. I've no idea where you come from, but here, it's the potential customer who needs to pursue the vendor. And that vendor decides to sell to them or not. It's the vendor who makes the decision, not the other way around. How many people here do you think are offering to exchange goods for coins? I'll tell you, not bloody many.
You mentioned Orlais.
Yeah, Orla. A
Orla.
woman merchant from the keep. Go on, try giving her your money. I bet she'll just shortchange you and call it a day. She has no wit and no finesse when it comes to trading.
If you say so. That guy don't want to talk to me neither. Oh, he's got one leg. Hello, sir. Oh, it's Berg.
What do you want? Who are you?
Cadgan asked me to speak with you. He said something's gotten into you.
Huh. Guess he's got nobody else to get pissed with. Finley never liked drinking alone with him. Tainted tends to get into one of his moods. And? What? That's all? You're bothering me just because that old rascal is sitting alone in the inn with nobody to natter to. You people, bugger off.
Maybe Finlay. Finlay is mute, man. Oops. $50 wood. Can you cut wood down? Is that something you can do? Or do I just gotta literally find the wood? I feel like I gotta find the wood.